As we've been getting more paint correction clients, we've been expanding our suite of tools when it comes to polishers. One recent purchase that we made was the SPTA 1-inch polisher. It's battery powered, and I got a tons of questions when I posted about it. About, is it worth it? Is it good? Is it strong? Is it this? Is it that? So in this video, we'll give you an overview or a review of the SPTA polisher. I think that's what it's called. I'll have it linked down below, and whether it's good, where we use it, how we use it, and just an overall thoughts of how we implement it into our paint correction services. All right, so this is the SPTA. Is that acronym for something?
Not sure.
Okay, we don't know. But this is the SPTA. It's a 1-inch and 2-inch polisher. I'll let Lex give you more details about the machine.
Yeah, so this is a small battery-powered handheld mini polisher. Now, this thing is pretty nice because it lets you get in all the tight areas around the vehicle. You can use this on exteriors, you can use this on interiors, you can use this on wheels, and I've actually used this on engine bays as well. Now, it comes with a nice carrying case. You get 2 batteries. You got your charger right here. You got these 2-inch foam fiber and wool pads. Over here, you have the 1-inch pads. It also comes with these extensions, so you could actually extend this a little longer if you need to reach into some deeper crevices. Overall, this is a really nice machine. Now, I don't use it often, but I do often come across areas that not even a 3-inch polisher will be able to do the job for me. You can use it on headlights, bumpers, grills, interior pieces that have been clear coated, like wood grain pieces on nice luxury vehicles. Recently we had a G37 that had carbon clear coated engine bay pieces. We did polish those and we did coat those, and yeah, it would have been really difficult to even do that with a 3-inch, whereas this one pretty much got us in all the crevices that we needed to.
Now, it comes with these pads. There's not many options out there on the market right now for 1-inch and 2-inch options. So the reason why we went with this one over, like, let's say the Atom, is just because they already gave you pads, right? That was like, and it's also cheaper. But they already gave you pads. Now, if you get a 1-inch or 2-inch polisher, then you would like an alternative to getting pads for the machine is using that punch it tool that you just punch, like it's just a 1-inch and 2-inch fitting, or not fitting, but whatever, and you just punch it out of your 5-inch and 6-inch pad. For the polishing on the paint surfaces, for the engine, for the interior, these have worked out fairly well for the most part.
Yeah, you get you have your coarse pads, you have your finishing pads, you also have some light cutting pads, and then you got microfiber pads if you really need to get some deep defects out. So yeah, this whole thing comes with everything you pretty much need. You're ready to just carry it and go and get to work.
Yeah, because the first time we got it, everything was like brand new. It's just like it all came together. Like these pads were here, these pads were here, like everything was ready to rock and roll. So the first day that we got it, like everything was brand new. We opened it and we were just able to work with it, and it has made a pretty big difference because, like on the tight areas, the 3-inch, it's a bit hard to maneuver. So here you can get real granular in the areas that you're working on, and it's just way easier to work on this. Now, how about power? It's battery powered. How long does it last long? Is it strong enough?
Yeah, so the power is there. Yeah, definitely the power is there. The battery life, it's pretty good. I mean, you're not gonna use this to polish the entire vehicle, just certain areas. So especially with these 2 batteries, you have more battery power than enough to get through a few vehicles from areas you need. Now, like I said, you're only going to use this on specific areas, so you're not going to be using it all that long, but it will save you time and headaches when you do need it. This was just about $200. There's some alternatives out there. Like everyone knows, the Rupees one, that one's about $500-800 depending on the kit you get. They will both do the exact same thing, which is why I went with this, because you know we're not going to use it all that often. It's just certain special cases.
Yeah. So like we wouldn't use it like on the rear view mirrors like that. A 3-inch can handle, even a 6-inch can handle. On the ABC pillars on the exterior, I mean a 3-inch could for the most part handle that. Maybe on the A pillar where there's like a rubber gasket or like a rubber piece right next to it and it's like really small, we'll use it here. On the front bumper, on the real tight areas, this will do its job. on like the grill area with that little lip that hangs between the mesh grill to the front facing side of the bumper. We'll use it there. So it is it's very specific areas. I mean, that's why like if you're trying to polish more than what it's capable of, you're not gonna get the results that you want, because it's not meant for like heavy duty. I'm gonna do like a door panel, or like it's very, very specific areas, like Lex said. The pads, for the most part, again, like because there's not many options, and it's not like we know who made these pads, or like if they're getting outsourced or whatever. Like they did his job very well. We polished the clear coated carbon fiber, the interior piece that was clear coated, and it finished out well. Like it was a 2-step process that we did, and it still did its job. So like these pads, for what they are, good enough.
Yeah, and it does give you an opportunity to do an upsell or even just over deliver. It's battery powered, so if you're working on the interior and you're on a luxury vehicle, it has some wood grain clear coated pieces, and you notice it looks kind of dull, kind of faded, kind of beat up from the sun, it doesn't take you too much time. Walk to your van, get this out, slap a pad on here, put a little bit of polish, turn it on, and just quickly polish that area, and you're done.
Yeah,
and you just did a pretty nice over delivering service for your customer. So
yeah, so that's another thing, is that battery powered is very, very, very helpful in this instances. There's a lot of other like battery powered polishers out there. We don't have any of those yet. Obviously, there's gonna be some drawbacks to it, obviously, like the length of power that you have to work with. But going cordless does give you that flexibility of like, oh, you know what? Let me just get it real quick. Like you don't gotta go and get the cord and hook it up and run an extension and watch out. Let me feed it through the car to get to where you want to be. You literally just pick it up, put the pad on, put a little bit of polish, and just quickly. I mean, with this, it's like it's very quick things that you can work on because it's cordless, because it's small. But regardless, like in general with cordless machines, there's a lot of versatility in terms of ease of use between you going to get it and it putting it to work versus like if there's a cord involved, yada yada yada. But in this one, yeah, this works great for it being a battery powered one.
Yeah, and in a recent case, I did a full interior on this vehicle, and I was done. I packed all my things. I was ready to go, and the client comes out, and she asked me to take a look at some paint transfer that she had on the car. Now we were done with the service. She had already paid, but she had asked if I could do anything about it. It took me about 1 to 2 minutes to walk to my van, get this out, get rid of that paint transfer, and as quick as that, you made an extra $20-$50 just by doing this. So that saved me a lot of time from turning on my generator,
oh, that's right,
getting the extension cord, getting my polisher out the back, get the compound, and then cleaning it up, putting it back in the van. This one is just so quick. Just got this little thing out, slap a pad, slap a polish, put it back in the case, ready to go. Yeah,
so so now we're on topic, but yeah, like that's why we want to get like a battery powered vacuum, not as a primary vacuum, but like if we're already packed up, like we have the van closed up, but we saw an area that we missed to vacuum up, instead of turning on the generator, pulling out the hose reel, walking all the way to the vehicle, trying to get to that spot, just having a battery powered small vacuum that's not meant for like hardcore suction power, but just because the ease of application of just grabbing it, walking to the vehicle, because it's battery powered, is very, very useful. Which is why we also have this one. Now this one is it's 160 from AutoZone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one again is battery powered, and we 100% use this for applying wax and sealants to a vehicle. So we're going off topic now, but battery powers do help. So eventually we want to get more battery powered stuff, not as like a primary, action tool, but for those like, just to make it easier. Oh, instead of turning on the generator, getting the extension cord, yada yada yada, just pull out the battery powered whatever and handle the situation. Now, one thing I do want to note is don't go buying a bunch of different polishers and pads and towels because you're gonna start your business, or because you see others use it like we do and say, oh, well, if they're using it, I guess I must use it, and I want to get paint correction clients, so I have to have that tool. Don't pull the trigger too soon and spend a lot of money on this suite of tools of a 15, of a 21, of a 8 millimeter, of a 1 inch and 2 inch, and these pads and those pads, and 5 inch and 6 inch and 2 inch and 1 inch. Buy tools and products based on the demand for your business and within your budget. Those two criterias. If you do not have customers, do not spend a lot. If you only have $500, don't spend all of it on one tool or product. So purchase tools and products based on 1, your budget, and 2, the demand for your business. So I'll end the video right here. If you have any other comments, questions, concerns, just leave them down below. I'll get to them when I can, if I even know how to answer it based on your question, because sometimes like you ask questions, I'm like, I don't know, man. So leave those down below. Check the description box down below for the links to my podcast, as it's called the Detailing Business Class Podcast. I try and post a new podcast every Tuesday and Thursday. You can check the Facebook training group that I have, and then the links to the guides on starting and growing your business. Check them all down below. I'll talk to everyone on the next one. Bye-bye.